Hi, welcome to this beautiful landscape, right? Good weather, travels, leisure sports, sun, beach, XFC, ArcoLinux, right? There is a particular, now we can quickly have a look at our official Telegram. Somebody says here something about there's also a new kit in town, Stremio. So it gives me the opportunity, let's get everything out of here, all the social media, otherwise you see all the pop-ups. I don't know what this is, but it can use it to explain and share again knowledge. Your streams everywhere, enjoy live streams like before. It's a cloud-based streaming service, provides you access. It's paid and it's partially paid and free, live streams and private library. So I have no idea what it is. So the first reflex should be, right, monthly and free. Here we have 1,000 streams, here we have 5 streams. But before you decide you like it or not, you need to be able to install it, right? So that's goal number 1. I see here a download button, but I'm gonna show you my workflow in my brain. My brain says press F12, and let's clear this. I've been looking around already, and that's yay, Stremio. That's the first thing you should check out. Is there someone out there in the world who made a package built on AWR? That's what we're doing now. If you don't know what AWR is, it's the treasure, probably treasure of ArcoLinux. And it's not ArcoLinux. Let me be very clear about that. So AWR, welcome to the AWR. Please read the guidelines, blah, blah, blah. Remember to, some packages might be provided. Here it is, disclaimer. AWR packages are user-produced content. Any use of provided files at your own risk, right? I have to write it, ArcoLinux guys, but it's you, me, anybody out there who's making packages. So if you type in icons or something, you get a lot of icons that you can install on your system. I mean, there are 6, 7 more pages. I mean, let's have a look, 7. So 7 pages out there just about icons. Click on votes and it's ordered. Click again on votes and go to page 1, of course, first. Otherwise we won't see anything, I guess, right? So votes once more. So 147 people voted for this particular one. Popularity, another thing you can use, and it's going to be ordered by popularity. Again, press it again, and you see all the things that might interest you. So that's the AUR. Fine. Unfortunately, right, it's not there. So nobody took it upon himself to write and figure out how to not Stremio. That's also something interesting. Have a look. But it's with an I, Stremio, right? And it's not there. Too bad. No can do. Yay is not our way to go. AUR does not provide it. So next thing is Windows, Mac, and Linux. And unfortunately, these guys only provided by SnapStore. And SnapStore is for icon developers, which I am, right? Start the icons, the surfing icons is difficult because they take away the freedom of making our own icons for it. Okay, but fine, we just want to share it and try it out, right? So Snapcraft, okay, we're getting here, and then we're getting something like this, latest stable edge. Let's not be too daunting, right? Let's take the stable one, and then we like to install it, Stremio. Again, we read it a little bit, what this is all about. Fine. And here we have install Stremio on your Linux distribution. So that's us, right? ArcoLinux. We can have a look here. I haven't looked at it prior, actually. This is the first time I come on this page. Oh, look at that. Because I wanted to explain you what I did in my workflow. So I had missed that link. And what I did in my workflow, my think process, was open PAMAC. And in PAMAC, you can start typing, right? Snap. And I was reading about Snappy Player. Okay, cool. Another player I've never tested. Snappack, Pac-Man hooks that use Snapper to create BTRFS. That's a formatting file system. So it's not going to be that. Backup to an external drive, not many that. And so on. You just keep on reading and with some common sense say, okay, it's not that, it's not that, it's not that, right? So next thing I did in my mind was yay snap. And now we get a little bit more information here, and we find up here snapd, service and tools for management of snap packages. Maybe a general message. Out of date does not mean it's broken. Out of date means that the package is working just fine, but there is now a version 2.47.1-3, for example, right? And that's all it is. So it is all in red, but does not mean a thing. Cool. So that's actually the one I need. Snapd is the package I need. So if I want to install it, then I need to press a button, and a number I mean then. So if I'm reading correctly, that's number 16. And I'm installing snapd. Oh, there we go again. 500, 650 megabytes more. Go. Based on a language, not sure what it stands for. But there are others. Go programming language. There are other applications that we use that require Go for building. So snap. Let's read while this builds. Snap our applications package with all the dependencies run on popular Linux. You keep reading. Enable snapd. Aha. Enable actually means something, right? So we have here this, all this is too difficult. You see what I've done, right? So just do a yay snapd, the number, run it. So this is building straight from AOR ArcoLinux GitHub with a make package. But this is what we need, and suppose to enable the classic snap support, enter the following. This you should know, right? This you should see. And then we have this. All right, off you go. Snapd is installed. Now sudo. This is the package snapd, but there are other packages out there. There is VMware, there is VirtualBox, and there are so many out there. See after installation if it requires you to enable something and start with the first letters. Look at that. Snapd app armor service, snapd seeded service, snapd sockets, snapd service, and that's it. They say we need to enable snapd sockets. Okay. Personally, on my end, I would have enabled service. Okay. If I hadn't read this, I would have enabled that one. Service. All right, and yeah, the now is a good thing to do. But let's say to the system, and that's easier to remember, I suppose. Oh, CTL start. Right. What can I use? I can use add requires, add once, cancel, cat. Start is in there. Start what? Snapd, right? Which one? Lots of things here. Socket. It started. Okay. So that's that one. And then to enable the classic snap support, enter the following creator. So I'm not a snap user at all, as you might have understood, but just following what it says. He's going to make a link to a certain folder. So we can have a look, of course. Before we do any of this, we can have a look. Is there a snap? No, right? So F12. The strange thing, I always find it confusing, and I suppose as a noob certainly it's confusing. this is where it's pointing to. And this is what we create. So this guy actually points to this. So remember that it's an arrow that goes that way. A link is like a direction when you say, there is Antwerp in Belgium, right? The city in Antwerp. There is Antwerp. So this one, snap, points to this folder, var lib snap d snap. Let's have a look. Var, oh my god, lib snap d, lib snap d, and then snap. And there's a binary in there. That's still empty. Okay, so if I do this, what happens? I've got a snap. So this has been created. And snap is nothing really. Snap is, oops, of root, of course. Snap is pointing somewhere. And this makes sense. If you read this, this makes sense. You have a folder that's called snap, and it points to, the arrow is very clear, it points to this. But the command is vice versa, right? Where it's pointing to, and then the folder. All right, now what? Sudo snap install Stremio desktop and so on. Click. Ctrl Shift V. Let's see. Too early for operation, device not yet seeded or device model not acknowledged. Okay. Does that mean I need to reboot? I am not sure. Either log out and back in and restart your system to ensure Snap's paths are updated correctly. Alright, the video goes into 2 pieces.